the observer meditation. I want you to start by closing your eyes and settling in your chair, on the floor, or wherever you are. Start to follow my voice. If you find yourself wandering at any point, gently find your way back to the sound of my voice. Take this moment to turn your attention to this room. Picture yourself in this room, sitting exactly where you are. Now begin to move inwards into your skin. Try and feel your skin as you are sitting in the chair. Can you see the shape being made by the parts of your skin touching the chair? Notice any bodily sensations with each feeling. Acknowledge its presence and allow your consciousness to move on from it. If an emotion arises, acknowledge it there and allow it to move at its own pace. Now I want you to notice any thoughts you are having at this moment. Quietly observe them for a few moments. As you watch your thoughts, I want you to notice that you are noticing your thoughts. Notice that you are noticing your thoughts. There's a part of you that is watching yourself. There is a part of you now noticing your sensations, your emotions, your thoughts. We will call that part the observer you. There's a person in there behind those eyes who's aware of what I'm saying right now. It is the same person you've been your whole life. In a deep sense, this observer is the you that you refer to when you're referring to yourself. I want you to remember something that happened last summer. Raise your finger when you have an image in mind. Good. Now look around. Remember all the things that were happening then. Remember the sights, the sounds, your feelings. And as you do that, see whether you can see yourself noticing that you're noticing. See whether or not you catch the person behind your eyes, watching, hearing, feeling. You were there then as you are now. I'm not asking you to believe this, nor am I trying to make a logical point. I'm just asking you to notice the experience of this awareness and to ask yourself whether it is or isn't, in some sense, the person who was there last summer watching and feeling is also here now. The person that is aware of what you are aware of is just as here now as then. There's an essential continuity where, in some deep sense, at this level of experience, you have been you your whole life. Is that what you're experiencing at the height of this awareness? I want you to remember something when you were a teenager. Raise your finger when you have an image in mind. Good. Now look around. Remember all the things that were happening then. Remember the sights, the sounds, the feelings. Take your time with it. As these sensations become clear, I want you to, if just for a second, find the person behind the eyes that was soaking in each moment. The person who was watching, hearing, and feeling. You were there then as you are here now. This is essential between the person who is aware now and the person who is aware of yourself as a teenager. You have been you. You have been you your whole life. Let's start with your body. Your body is constantly changing. Sometimes your body gets sick. Sometimes your body is filled with energy and movement. Your body can feel rested and your body can feel tired. Your body can be strengthened or weakened. You were once a tiny baby, fragile and needing constant care. Then your body grew to stand on its own. Your body may have even faced challenges by having some of its parts removed in operation. The cells in your body have died, many of them staying through your infancy or adolescence. Many cells not returning after last summer. Your cells come and go. These bodily sensations come and go. Even as we have spoken, sensations and cells have come and gone. Everything changes except the you that you have called you your whole life. It travels with you in your mind and emotions, adapting to its every change, existing beyond your body. Yes, you have a body, but you experiences your body. Now notice your body again just for a moment. As you do this, every so often, try to observe how you're observing. Let's go on to another area. Your roles. How many roles do you play? How many roles have you played in the past? Sometimes you played the role of whatever it is for you. A mother, a friend, a daughter, a wife, respected worker, leader, follower, son, husband. Sometimes you play a role. In this world, there's always a role to be played. Even if you try not to play that role, then you'll be playing a role of a person not playing a role. Even now, you're playing a role. The observer, the meditation role. Beyond each role you play, there's a role that is unchanging and unmoving. That is the observer you. The part that you call you is always watching. It's always aware of what you are aware of. There's a you that does not change. It does not bend to fit others' roles. It is not affected by those other roles. It stays in its true form. The observer you is not a part of your body. It is not a part of the role you play. It simply experiences those roles and takes notes. This is not about creating a new belief for you. I'm not asking you to believe this. I'm just asking you to distinguish between you, what you are looking at, and the you that is watching you looking, the observer you. Now, let's go to another area, emotions. Your emotions are always changing. In a span of a few minutes, you can move from feeling love to hatred, to calmness, to joy, to happiness, to sorrow. Even now, you may be experiencing emotions. How could you be feeling interest, boredom, relaxation? Think of things you may have liked before that you don't like anymore. Think of fears you had that have now been resolved, or you become brave. The only promise that emotions give you is the promise of impermanence. Waves of emotions come and go. Even then, the you doesn't change. The you observes from every tiny moment of joy to emotional tsunamis that take over your body. But they always go. They always pass. The observer you is always there, remaining unaffected. You are not your emotions. You are an experiencer of emotions flowing in and out of you. Realize that this experienced event. In a deep and important sense, your you is constant. You remain you through it all. Notice your emotions for a moment. And as you do, also notice that you are noticing them. Now, let's turn our attention gently to the most difficult area, your thoughts. Thoughts are difficult because they hook us. They pull us in out of our observer role. If this happens, gently return to the sound of my voice. Notice how your thoughts change restlessly. Your thoughts used to lack knowledge, and then you went to school and you learned new thoughts. These new thoughts created new ideas and knowledge in you. Sometimes you think about things one way and sometimes from a different angle. Sometimes your thoughts make little sense. Sometimes thoughts enter your head automatically without your control. Sometimes thoughts keep you up at night, even though your body is tired and ready to sleep. Thoughts constantly change. Look at what your thoughts were like when you came in today and how many different thoughts you had until now. And still, the you that watches you think is unchanged. Although you have thoughts, you are more than just your thoughts. You are more than just your thoughts. Notice your thoughts for what they are. Notice that even as you realize this, the stream of thoughts continues. You may get caught up in them. You may become consumed by them. But there's always a part of you that is standing back, watching each thought come and leave. So now, watch your thoughts for a few moments. And as you do, also notice that you are noticing them. As a matter of experience and not belief, you are not just your body, a role to play, emotions or thoughts. These things create experiences in your life, but you are the arena. You are the context, the space in which they unfold. As you see that, notice that the things you've been struggling with or trying to change are not you anyway. As this war continues battling on, you will be there unchanged and watching. Can you take advantage of this connection and let go just a little bit more? Let go just a little bit more. Notice these domains that show up. And as you do, notice that you are still you, watching and being aware of what you're aware of. Now again, come back and picture yourself in this room. And now picture the room. When you are ready to come back in, open your eyes. Thank you for your time and attention. That was the Observer Meditation. Thank you.